suffering is gone. You are free. You are free. No, I let you down. Those days are over now. I'm no longer who I was, no longer who I thought I was. I'm no longer who I was, no longer who you thought I was. I'm no longer who I was, no longer who I thought I was. I'm no longer who I was, no longer who you thought I was. Time is moving on. You and me, you and me. The suffering is gone. Baby, you are free. You are free. So if somebody just asked me to make a video about this abortion issue, they just said, hey, I'd love for you to share what you think. And I wrote a tweet earlier today that said, I'm a bodily autonomy absolutist. The only problem with, but in the case of abortion, there's more than one body. And I just think that's the case. I guess that would make people debate when life starts, and I understand that. And I also understand that it's a complicated issue. I mean, your diehard Christian folk will, and I'm a Christian, but I consider myself one, or try to be, would consider it, okay, you know, life begins at conception, and there's no debate about that, and so it's just full stop, not okay to have an abortion. I understand that take, and then I also understand the other side of that equation, which is life is complicated, unwanted children, all that. So I don't have an answer. I mean, I'm sorry to disappoint the person who asked me to make a video. I don't know the answer. I understand also like how people don't think, you know, men should tell women what they can or can't do with their bodies. I understand all that too. I just do think it should be considered my body, my choice. There is, in my opinion, more than one body involved in the equation, and it becomes a really complicated issue in that regard. Hi. I think, like, I mean, my personal feeling about it, and that's just my personal feeling, is in considering the world we live in and everything, obviously I don't think anyone likes the idea of abortion, and it's a terrible thing to have to do, but I do understand doing it really early on, and you know, I don't know, I really don't have a solid, clear-cut, defined opinion. I mean, because I understand why somebody would make that choice, and I think it's a terrible choice to have to make. I don't think anybody doesn't think that, really, except sometimes you see crazy videos of people saying, I don't care, I get them, and you know that. But I think that's not how most people feel, and that's just to instigate division and insanity, and is a result of insanity, because it is a heavyweight decision, and I respect everybody's choice in the matter. I just think that when you say my body, my choice, there's also another, in my opinion, there's definitely another being to consider in the equation. So that's where I land on it. That's not a real concrete opinion. I definitely think late-term abortions are wrong. That's my personal opinion. I think there's a certain, to me, there's a certain line that gets crossed at a certain point where it's just like, it doesn't sit well with me personally. Yeah, you know, here's another issue that, I mean, it doesn't sit well with me early either, but I understand it more. And to me, it seems, time has a little bit of something to do with the equation. And again, I have no real answer. I just know that that when I think about it, it just puzzles my brain to that point, because I do understand people not wanting the responsibility of that commitment that they consciously or unconsciously made. And there's complications in the argument there, and accidents, but then responsibility. And I see all sides of the equation, and I understand them. But I do think, I'm a bodily autonomy absolutist. But in the case of abortion, there's more than one body involved. That's kind of my opinion about it. I mean, I do think I just had a child. And we connected in the womb, there was this definite connection. It began then, but I'm not going to be the one to say like sternly what, anything about it, because this world is so complicated already. And I don't know, man. I wish we could all just get along. Honestly, I wish there wasn't so much crazy division and insanity, and I wish people could just lead with love and understanding. But I do understand people being really anti-abortion too. I get that as well. I don't know. So, sorry, I get both sides. Anyway. Just try to stay in peace as much as possible, and try to love each other as much as possible. And, I guess also I would say just try to have the debate without demonizing each other. Maybe that's the key, without becoming enraged and becoming, and just disregarding people's humanities and disregarding legitimate points on both sides. Yeah, sorry for the lukewarm response. I guess Jesus would spit me out for the lukewarmness of the response, but time is moving on, you and me, you and me. I'm no longer who I was, no longer who I thought I was.